So starting with our card members, how we drive specifically value is using both the capabilities of American Express global capabilities as well as the Nations Trust Bank local capabilities. We drive value to our card members throughout their cycle. So we call the card life cycle. Through the life cycle at different stages, we drive different kind of values to our card members. So in addition to many financial solutions that you will find on a credit card, on top of those, what we also have is we have some rewards programs that we enable the card members to earn loyalty points based on their usage, and also different things like air miles that they can earn using the usage. Then again, there are certain travel related benefits because American Express card is typically a travel and entertainment related card. So targeting those segments, we have done certain level of special value propositions. Some of them are, the lounge services. When you travel overseas sort of thing, you can use the lounges. Then on top of that, there are travel insurances that we have given of our card members. Plus, in case, if there's some emergencies that they have overseas, there are ways and means that they can reach out to us or to global contact centers using that. Plus also concierge services that we do for our card members. Like I said, we were about a decade late when we entered the market. So for most of our prospective card members at that time, we entered to their wallet as the second card. Okay, but what we had to do was we had put a lot of effort and a lot of capabilities and a lot of things into action to make sure that though we entered as the second or sometimes even the third card to the wallet, to stay top of wallet for the card member. So that's where we brought in certain products and features. Of course, I must say that our payment schemes, which are like American Express and MasterCard, specifically assisted us a lot in creating these specific products, specific features, targeting our customer segments. And using those, we managed to kind of within the wallet to come to like the top of the wallet within the card member. Then on top of that, what we also have something that we believe is like you said, the edge that we have against rest of the card issuers in the market is the service standards that we built over the years. We also have very extensive analytical systems that we have invested over the years. So using this, what we have done is we have segmented our card members based on their behaviors. So if you look at, we have certain, we call them clubs. So we have what we call as a dining club. That's like the custom card members who like to dine out, or to do purchases or to use the cards at restaurants and things like those. Then we have something called a travel club. These are the customers who frequently travel overseas. Then we have something called lodging. We call it lodging category card members who frequently visit hotels. When we say frequently, at least about 4 to 5 times per annum, they visit hotels. So likewise, we have segmented card members. Then we also know who are the card members who prefer an instant discount, whereas there are certain card members who are not really interested in a instant discount, but they are more willing to continue to collect more rewards points or loyalty points. Of course, we have certain card members who don't want any of those things but use it only as a financial instrument, whereas we have another set who loves to associate with the brand. So they are fine with everything else. They are not bothered about anything, but they only value the brand of Nations Trust Bank, the brand of American Express, and so on. So what we have done is, based on these segments, with this behavior, we don't believe in a one size fit all. So based on these behaviors, we keep on changing what we believe will match our card members or the customers. So with those things, we have been managing to make this loyalty and keep these card members engaged and give them certain experiences throughout their journey with us. And what we also see is loyal card members who have good experience with us, who have experienced our products, our services, also go and recommend other like-minded customers as prospective members to us, which also helped us to grow during this journey that we had. So before pandemic started in 2020, so even long time before, we were a bank that we believed that it's the right time to move on to digital. So we were having a lot of initiatives and investments and everything going on to digital drives, where we wanted to convert our card members onto more digital channels. So even as of now, we have 80% of our banking transactions entirely on digital. So what happened was when the lockdown happened, even at that time, we were sufficiently ready to serve our customers through our digital different methods that we had. In addition to that, what we also did was keeping our promise of 24/7 on our contact center. We, even during pandemic, during different lockdowns, everything, we ran that 24/7 operations without any interruption to our services. Plus, being a responsible bank, what we did was, this all happened during the initial part of the COVID. We reached out to our card members that we believed who were in transit at that point when the country was suddenly on lockdown. We reached out to them, and in whatever the way that we could, we assisted them to make sure that we facilitated them and they could return back to the country. So those are a couple of things that we did at the beginning of it. Then there was a time where before the delivery channels were in place, people were finding it very difficult to get the essential items picked up and all that. So what we did was, we have certain merchants who onto supermarkets and those channels. Together with those merchants, we have set up certain delivery, and we made sure that we deliver all essential items to our card members. So after towards the middle or towards the latter part of COVID, when essentials were not the real requirement, then what we did was, we spoke to card members. Then we understood that most of our customers who were used to this travel and entertainment categories, they were actually missing certain experiences. So what we did was, with the star class dining merchants or the restaurant merchants, we created some very, we can say, customized, unique menus, and what we did was, especially for weekends, we delivered meals to our card members so that they can enjoy like a 5-star or a star class dining experience at home. So the other innovations are like the extensions of the freebie and the mobile banking side. Right now we have a mobile banking system that works pretty well, which enables the customers to do all kind of transactions, view their records and all those things. And if I specifically talk about the card side, we do have the card all details also on the mobile banking. Customers can easily check their balances, do all those transactions, get payments done to the card and all those things. Plus, what we have also done is, during the pandemic, we had a problem of sending out statements to our card members. So we developed a system, within a very short time, built entirely in-house. What we did was, we built a system where the card members, so that there's no need for us to send a statement out. Customer will get a link to their mobile. They can go on the link, enter certain credentials to verify that this is the real card member. Then they can go through their statement, not only the current statement, but even the historical statement, especially when a customer needs the past records for tax payments and so on. They can easily look at them, view them, download them, print them, do anything with those things. So this is also one of the innovations that we did, especially during the COVID time, which really helped us. Then we also have, especially, some of the card members, when they want to do a transaction, they want to check their balances. Of course, for every transaction a customer does, there's a SMS that gets generated giving like an alert. So that also carries the balance, but sometimes card members prefers to check the balance again. So we have a system where the card member can give us a missed call. So they don't have to dial in, stay on the queue, or get in touch with a call center agent or anything like that. You just take the phone, dial a number, no cost to the customer because it cuts the line, and we immediately send back through SMS the card members, the balance, the available balance, if there are rewards points, what kind of rewards points do they have, and so on. So what we are trying to do now is to extend this onto other areas as well, in terms of to check their other account balances. Can they check their loan details? Can they check their check details? If they have deposited check, what has happened to the check? Has it got realized? Has it got returned? So all those things are some of the innovations that are still there, still on the pipeline. Some we have already rolled out.